Hello everybody, and this week I'm delighted to be joined by our first alumni guest. And with me here today is Donard Gaynor. Donard, you're very welcome.
Thank you, Una. Delighted to be here.
Now, I spoke to you a little bit earlier, Donard, and you were telling me way back when you were an alumni. So tell us when you joined RTC, Sligo RTC, and what did you do here?
So I came here in 1973.
Wow.
Right after doing my leaving cert at the local school here, Summerhill. And it was, I would best describe it as an experiment. The Institute of Chartered Accountants were sponsoring a course here that would lead to taking the professional examinations. And so I spent a year full-time here, and then we added the next level of examinations the following year, and the next level the year after that. And so when I qualified, I actually came back and taught here, mostly Saturdays and nighttime for students to enhance it really wasn't a curriculum then, but just to use practical experience to help people get through those tests.
Donard, and I know you're talking to us later this afternoon, and you're going to share with us an overview of your amazing career. But would you give us a sort of very top-level overview of the highlights?
Okay, so my my first line this afternoon is that I lived at home in Sligo until the 6th of September 1978, and on the 7th of September 1978 I was in New York City, and I joined a firm called Pricewaterhouse, now PricewaterhouseCoopers. I spent 15 years there and was an audit partner in their New York office, doing a lot of fun things with big clients. Then I went to a company called the Seagram Company, which was a wine and spirits company, and I did a range of jobs there, which kind of broadened me and prepared me for general management. I mean, I still ended up as the CFO there, which was the finance track, but I had done a lot of operations jobs. And then I went, when they sold the spirit and wine business, I went to a company called Jim Beam, which is a big American bourbon company, as their CEO for all their international business. Put an acquisition plan together, so really broadened out the international business, and I ran that until we brought the company public back in about 2011, and I retired at the end of 2012, and I've been doing board work ever since.
And it's so inspiring to hear that journey, and I want to thank you that this afternoon you're going to share that with our students and staff and local accountants as well that are all here gathered to hear you. So it's just really great to hear that. So do you come back to Ireland much?
Yes, well, the biggest thing I do, I mean, I said retired. I'm probably working harder than I ever did. So I'm the group chairman of Glanbia, and in that regard, I probably come here at least 2 weeks every second month, probably another couple of months with 1 week in there. And we have a lot of operations out in the US, so I do a lot of work with them out there. But I am in Ireland 7, 8, 9 times a year, and do my best to get down here, usually during the summer. Although for this thing this afternoon, John Gaynor has been after me for 2 years to come and do it. So it was on my list, and I had to get it done, you know. But I'm reasonably familiar with what's been going on around here. Not the roads, but what's been going on in the town.
Great. And if you were to pick one tip that you might give students starting off in their careers, what would that be?
I'm actually going to say that this afternoon. I'm going to tell a story, and I'm going to, in telling that story, illustrate why you should never miss up on an opportunity to talk to people, explain who you are, what you're about, because you just sometimes don't know who you're talking to. And that can have a very fortuitous ending. So I'm going to tell that story this afternoon.
Well, Donard, thank you so much. And you might just finish off telling us about the connection between yourself and John.
So John Gaynor, who's one of your lecturers here, is my first cousin. His father and my father were brothers. They were in business together. And so John Gaynor is one of 4, 1 girl, 3 boys. I'm one of 4 boys. But it was like we grew up as a family of 8. We never did anything without checking what the other Gaynors were doing. They lived 2 blocks away. And that is not dissimilar to stories I've heard about Irish families all the way. So if you went to Ross's Point on a Sunday, the 2 Gaynor families were together. If you went to Mullaghmore for a picnic, 2 Gaynor families were together. and that was kind of the way we grew up. So we've been very close, and I have done. I'm a person who believes in keeping in touch with everyone that you possibly can. So I've done my best to cultivate that all through the years, and they've visited me, I've visited them, and we are still that family of 8.
Fantastic. I'd like to thank John for bringing you to us this afternoon, and really looking forward to your talk this afternoon. So Donard, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Una. Thank you.
Thank you.